Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get the updates. I'm really excited for today's video. The beer is courtesy of Joe from the Beer Patrol. Thank you so much, Joe. I really appreciate it, obviously. And I bet, so he sent me 12 beers, and I bet if you asked him which of those 12 is Kyle going to review first, he would say this one. He knows I love passion fruit. He also loves passion fruit. So I bet you he'd say, you're going to do that liquid lollipop with the passion fruit. So this is Froth Brewing Company, and Liquid Lollipop is a series of fruited sour beers that they do. This one has passion fruit, orange, and guava. I mean, come on. 6.5% ABV, and they're out of Buffalo, New York. And yeah, I mean, great canner. I love that. That was the first. I mean, obviously, it was the first I ever noticed when he posted these beers specifically. I just saw that canner. I'm like, I love that. It's like graffiti-ish, you know, and beautiful colors. And then when I saw the liquid inside, I'm like, oh, I'm even more interested now. So yeah, really excited. Finally, this is the first time I've ever gotten to try one, so I'm like super excited. Glassware courtesy of Nerd Sense. Make sure you check those guys out too. Look at that color. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. That is smoothie. That is if you put those fruits in a blender and then drink it. Look at that, no head. A little bit of pectin sticking to the side. It's very much an orange color. Very dark orange. A little bit of red. Maybe like even cut with a little bit of brown. But yeah, I mean, no head. It very much does look just like that juice puree thing, like I was saying. Let's get to the aroma. Oh, man. A lot of that passion fruit. Almost like pulp on the top. That's wild, man. For me, it leads the passion fruit, but I think the tartness of the fruit, and this being a fruited sour, I think that sour tart thing, it's not surprising for me, and that overlap that the passion fruit's what's coming through the most. Then the orange is for me coming across more like blood orange. The guava, I haven't had real guava in a while. This is reminding me of what it is. You know, sometimes like in hoppy beers, people will say, oh, I get guava. And just because I haven't had a guava in a while, I kind of don't lean into that if I feel like that's what I'm tasting or smelling, because it just seems inauthentic because I haven't had one in a while. I'm not quite remembering. What's trippy about this is the guava in this is very much connecting that point in my brain that's like, no, that's guava, that you are smelling what you think you are. But also it's nice because I know it's actually in the beer versus just, I think this hop is making me think guava. Good level of that sour tartness is well coming across in the aroma. You know, I mean, I've done a few of the Mortalis Hydras, and it's been a while since they did any like the 450 North slushies. So I've had some of this style. I haven't had a ton. It's kind of a recurring thing where, yeah, mostly smells like the fruit that's in there, you know, and like, it is what it is, you know, but all three fruits, sometimes I guess that is interesting. Sometimes fruits get overshadowed or maybe don't shine through, or something like this one where the orange to me is more like a blood orange. But yeah, I mean, it's going to smell like the adjuncts. That's just what it is and what it's supposed to be. Let's get into the taste. Thanks again, Joe. Cheers. Oh, man. That really is pulpy. Like very pulpy orange juice, and then you get some like what I'm more used to with the pectin puree thing. It is certainly not overly sour / tart. That's there for sure. The fruits come across amazing, and it actually, I'm gonna do another sip, but I think it follows the nose exactly where I'm getting that passion fruit, but again, a little bit more muted than I thought it would be in terms of the tartness. That orange, blood orange, and then the guava. But I'm going to do another sip and see if I get specifically orange or if it still is that blood orange thing I'm thinking. I'm going to give a little bit of a cop-out. I'm getting both. I am getting specific navel orange, but that blood orange thing is lingering for sure for me. I'm getting a little bit more residual sourness on my tongue as I'm drinking a little bit more. So maybe that initial thing I said, I got to pull back a little bit. There is a little doughy to crackery malt fighting its way through right at the finish. It's like giving the fight of its life to fight through all the fruitiness, the tart and sour stuff, to be like, no, I'm here too, guys. So there's just a little bit of that, which I like in this. Like in a sour beer, I kind of like that little doughy thing you can get. I know some people don't. I do. And plus, it makes it a little bit more complex. These beers, by design, are not particularly complex. And we can discuss the merits, and that could be an interesting conversation. But the more stuff that's going on is cool, you know, and especially if it's not something fruit related or just, you know, the differing degrees of sour or tart in the beer. But another note altogether that works, sign me up. Not that it comes full like jelly on a sandwich, but like that does add a little bit of an interesting thing with that little bit of doughy, crackery thing, you know, invoking other memories and foods. But yeah, this is killer. I mean, I'm glad I have 4 more, I think he said, from these guys. Oh, I think 5 more beers from these guys. So yeah, I'm all in. I'm all excited. This is delicious. Thanks again, Joe. I really appreciate it. Check him out. Check me out. Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.